Good morning, everyone. Radar is an electromagnetic based detection system that works by radiating an electromagnetic waves and studying the echo or reflected waves. So here, what do you mean by an electromagnetic waves? We all know that electromagnetic waves, those are nothing but high frequency radio waves. These electromagnetic waves are transmitted by radar transmitter towards the target by using a directional antenna. Whenever these electromagnetic waves touches the target, that wave is reflected back in all directions, not only in a particular target direction. It is going to travel in all directions. Okay. So whenever that particular electromagnetic wave reaches the radar, reflected wave here, reflected electromagnetic wave is called as echo. Echo is a technical word. That reflected wave or that echo reaches the radar. Then radar receiver or receiving antenna of a radar receives that echo signal, and it analyzes the complete information regarding the target, which gives the position of the target, size of the target, altitude of the target, and target indications. All that information is going to analyze it by the radar by taking these echo signals. Okay. So here see acronym for radar. Radar is a radio detection and ranging. First we will see what do you mean by a detection. What do you mean by a detection? Okay. Here detection is nothing but finding whether the target is present or not. Radar is nothing but it throws electromagnetic waves towards the target. Okay. It radiates the electromagnetic waves towards the target. So by whenever these electromagnetic waves touches the target, some echo signals are back to the radar. So this radar analyzes the echo signals. That is, here detection is nothing but finding whether the target is present or not. And next, ranging. Ranging is nothing but measuring a distance between the radar and a target. Ranging is nothing but measuring a distance between the radar and a target. And for every electronic devices or for every communication systems, we have some frequency range to operate. Okay. So we know that electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. In that electromagnetic spectrum, this radar uses microwave frequencies. It uses the microwave bands. It uses the microwave bands. So that length is from 1 millimeter to 1 meter, and it uses the bands of L, S, C, X, K bands. I think you know those bands. I think you already studied about these bands in your microwave engineering subject. Okay, what are the radar bands? Radar bands are nothing. Radar bands are L, S, C, X, K bands. So as it is uses a microwave bands, we can say that radar is an microwave active remote sensing technique. Radar uses the microwave active remote sensing technique. Basically, it is an active sensor. Why we are calling radar as an active sensor? Sensor is nothing but sensing the objects. It senses the object. Okay. Here, radar also sensing target. It senses the target. So we can say that as it is using a microwave frequency bands, we can say that radar uses the microwave active remote sensing technique. Okay, this is about an introduction to radar. And coming to the first generation radars, they are only restricted to military applications. They are able to provide the information to operators about the flying objects only. It doesn't give any other information about the targets. It gives just whether the flying object is present or not. Okay. But coming to the early radars, these early radars are operated by emitting continuous radio signals and listening for echo signals. So with this early generation radars, we can able to calculate size of the aircraft, dimensions, weather conditions, ground speed, and at the same time altitude. And it may also able to give the information about flight number. If you know the flight number, you can easily identify that flight belongs to which country or which airport. All that information is going to easily identified. Okay, so the research towards this radars is going from last 100 years. Okay, so from that last 100 years, the research is mainly on improved electronics and materials for antenna construction, because these are the main things to design a radar systems. Okay, these are the main things to design a radar system. What are the main things? Electronics and antenna material, because antenna is a very important element in a radar system, because as it transmits the electromagnetic waves towards the target and it receives the electromagnetic waves from the target. Okay, so several research is done regarding these electronics and antenna materials. With these improvements in these materials, we are now in a stage to use radars in all applications, from military, civilian, and day-to-day applications. All other applications also we are able to use using the radar. A small announcement for all. Please take the running notes, because very important points covered in a class which are not included in PPT. Okay, in PPT we are not able to include all the points. Okay, just subheadings are given in a PPT. But whenever the class is going on, I will explain all the points very clearly. So please all of you take down the running notes. Okay. Next, I will show the example of a radar. This is a real-time radar which is used in air traffic control, air traffic controls. So if you clearly observe this picture, you can able to identify the two sections in this radar system. This is a real-time radar system which is used in air traffic controls. In this session, radar system, you can easily identify the two sections. One is this lower section, and the other one is this upper section. Okay, this lower section is called as primary surveillance radar, and the upper section is called as the secondary surveillance radar. So we'll see what is the function of primary surveillance radar and the secondary surveillance radar. Okay, the parabolic lower section forms the primary surveillance radar. This is the parabolic lower section. This forms the primary surveillance radar. While ladder-shaped upper section is the secondary. This is the ladder-shaped upper section. This forms the secondary surveillance radar. Okay. So this first we will see the function of primary surveillance radar. Okay. This primary surveillance radar sends a directed pulse into the atmosphere. This sends a directed pulse. Here, what do you mean by a directed pulse? Directed pulse is nothing but electromagnetic waves which is travels in a particular direction, because in this you are using all these are the radiating element. Every radiating element is an antenna. Okay. Here we are using a directional antennas. Okay, in radars, in general, we are using directional antennas. Okay, so these directional antennas, this primary surveillance radar sends a directed signal into an atmosphere. Okay, so when that pulse encounters an object, so whenever that directed electromagnetic pulse encounters an object, which is nothing but our target, whenever it touches the target, it gets reflected back to the radar station. That means this is the radar station where this ATC is air traffic control station. Okay, where this is located. When it gets back to this ATC station, with that reflected signal, we can able to find out the bearing of the object with respect to radar station, and its approximate distance is calculated. How far it is from the radar station. The target is how far from the radar station. This information can be calculated by using the primary surveillance radar. Okay, I think all of you clear. Here the primary surveillance radar is nothing but which is nothing but a parabolic lower section. This parabolic lower section is a primary surveillance radar. Okay, so but the problem with this primary surveillance radar is it unable to calculate exact altitude of the target. It gives the ranging and it gives the information about the target, but it doesn't give the altitude of the target. So for that purpose, here we are using the secondary surveillance radar. This secondary, this is nothing but the secondary surveillance radar. Okay. So I think after seeing this, you have a clear, you have some idea about radar is like this. Okay, a real-time radar is like this. Okay. So before going to enter into the subject, I want to explain some of the applications of real-time applications of a radar, which creates a more interest about the subject. Because when we interact, when we see the real-time application, then we have a very good interest. Then we have a good idea about this field. Okay. So coming to the fields of applications, we have several fields of applications with this radar. Initially, in a first generation radars, it is restricted to only military applications. But due to the advancements, due to the huge research in a radars, it extended to so many fields of applications. Okay. So the first application is the military application. Second one is remote sensing. And the third one is air traffic control. And fourth one is law enforcement and highway security, and next one is aircraft safety and navigation, ship safety, space, and miscellaneous applications. Miscellaneous applications means so many day-to-day applications also we are using radar. We are using that application, but we don't know that that device is using radar technology. Okay, we already used the radar technology applications in so many areas, but we don't know that uses the radar technology. Okay, so first we will see how it is going to use the military, how it is going to use in a military applications. Okay, in a military applications, it is a very important part in air defense systems for the operation of offensive missiles and other weapons. Okay, in offensive detection systems and other missiles, and to detect other weapons, we are using a radar systems. And we know that it is used to tracking the targets, and it is used to we have some phased array radars which are used for this weapon control. Okay, and these are also used in a weapon controls, and tracks the targets, directs the weapon to an direct to in a directed directions. Okay, and also used in a area, ground, and air surveillance. So in military area, these are the following streams where we are using a radar systems. And next application is the remote sensing. In a remote sensing, as we know that radar is a active remote sensor which uses the microwave frequency bands. Okay, so in a remote sensing techniques, it is used to give the weather reports and TV reporting, planetary observations, below ground probing. Below ground probing means we are using this in a underground piping systems also. Okay, below ground probing and mapping of sea ice. All these are in all these applications we are using the radar technology. Okay, and next these pictures clearly indicates how we are using this radar in these remote sensing applications. So very important application where radar technology is using. One is controlling the air traffic. Okay, I will explain how radar controls the air traffic by using this figure. Okay, when you see this picture here, you have flight is going on in this way, and here we have a several flight crosses its path towards a several centers. Okay, here the main one center is called Air Route Traffic Control Center, and another one is here radar remote control, that is nothing but terminal radar control. Okay, in a terminal radar controls. So first we will see how this air route traffic control station is used to guide the flight towards its path. Okay, so once your plane is takes off, your pilot activates a transponder device inside the aircraft. Generally, inside the aircraft, we have a transponder device. So once the plane is takes off, pilot activates that transponder device. Okay, so whenever the transponder activates, it detects the incoming radar signals where these stations transmits the radar signals. I already explained while in this picture, this directs the electromagnetic pulse into an atmosphere. Am I right? This directed pulse now touches that transponder whenever the pilot activates the transponder in a plane. Okay. So now whenever it touches that whenever these signals where we are using these system in this air route traffic control centers, whenever it directs an electromagnetic pulse towards the target, whenever this wave touches a transponder inside placed inside the plane, so what will happen then? It detects the incoming radar transponder signals and broadcasts an amplified version of the encoded radio signals in the direction of the detected radar wave. It detects the signal, and whenever it touches this one, it transmits an amplified version of that transmitted wave towards the center again. So whenever this signal is called as an reflected signal or echo signal. Technically, it is called as a echo signal. So whenever it reaches again a route traffic control center, now this center analyzes the signal, which gives all information, all the information regarding this plane. Okay, which gives flight number, altitude, airspeed, and destination place. All that information is given by this signal. So actually, this information is observed on the radar controller screen, which gives some blip. Whenever we click on the blip, it gives all the information of what I already told, that flight number, altitude, airspeed, and destination, all the details. Okay. So generally, these ATC systems, ATC centers are located near to the near to the airport. To get a real-time view of the flying plane in airspace. To get a real-time view of flying plane in airspace, we are locating these centers near to the airport. And here we have one another important device that is called terminal radar control, that is called as TRACON. Here the purpose of TRACON is to control the plane which guide aircrafts approaching or departing the airports, generally within the radius of 30 to 50 miles and up to the 10,000 feet altitude, with a short distances in a 30 to 50 mile radius and up to 10,000 feet. These TRACONs able to guide arriving and departing flights towards the airport. But throughout this path, these ATC, ARTCC, which are nothing but air route traffic control centers, are monitoring these systems. Okay, Anshul, what we have to conclude here? In a radar systems, the main element is antenna. Okay, an array of antennas we are using in a radar systems. Okay, the radar system simply using the concept of transmitting a electromagnetic pulse into a free space and analyzing the reflected back signal, which is called as an echo signal. Okay. Next, we will see I think now you are clear how radar system controls the air traffic. Okay. And I will move to the next application, ship safety. Okay. So coming to the ship safety. So what are applications of radars in a ship safety? So radar is found on ships and boats for collision avoidance and to observe the navigation buoys when the visibility is poor. Okay. So here I want to explain about buoys. This here the word this means this is a floating object that is used to show ships and boats where they can go and to warn them of danger. Okay, this is a navigational object. This is one object which warns the danger. Okay, basically it is a floating object. Okay, So in this also we are using a radar systems, radar sensor. Basically radar, instead of saying radar as a system, we can use radar as a system, but instead of in that system we are using radar as a sensor. Okay, because it senses the remote objects. Okay, and shore-based radars are used for surveillance of harbors and river traffic. So to control the river traffic also we are using the radars. Next application is space. In a space, we have a numerous applications of radars. Okay, here space vehicles have used radar for clocking and for landing on the moon. I think when you observe the when you observe the control stations of satellite launching satellite operation satellite launch centers, we heard some words like radar, observe the radar control screens, observe the radar screen, like that, which gives the information about the landing of that satellite or landing of the. All of you mute your mics. So, which is used for planetary exploration, and ground-based radars are used for detection and tracking of satellites. And other space objects, and these are used for radio astronomy. So coming to other applications, it is used for non-contact measurement of speed and distance, used for oil and gas exploration, and used to study the movement of insects and birds. In these applications are also we are using radar technology. It's very very inspiring to observe the movement of insects and birds. Also we are using radars. When you observe the day-to-day applications, in several day-to-day applications we are using the radar. So now we will see the day-to-day applications. So coming to the day-to-day applications, actually the fuses which are shown in this picture are called as proximity fuses. These proximity fuses, in these proximity fuses, we are using micro power impulse radar sensors. Understand? These are the proximity fuses. In this, we are using micro power impulse radar sensors. These micro power impulse radar sensors are incorporated in these fuses. Now these are used to trigger the small bombs to detonate at about 1 meter from the ground. So to detonate bombs from 1 meter from the ground, also we are using radar technology, which are using micro power impulse radar sensors. Okay. So next, a lifesaver. I think all of you all have idea about World Trade Center attack. Okay, at that time, one of the technologists again uses this micro power impulse radar sensors with an extender. This is an extender with the extender which is used with the micro power impulse radar sensor, which is used to sense the any bodies or any objects present inside these obstacles. Okay, so to search for the trapped people through rubble at ground zero of the World Trade Center. This happened on September 11, 2001. Okay. And next, in homes and road maintenance also we are using. Mainly here we have 3 pictures, which is one is on road inspection and bridge inspection and concrete inspection. Also we are using the radar technology. Here HAMS is nothing but high performance electromagnetic roadway mapping and evaluation system. Bridge inspector. So here bridge inspector is a radar based sensing system mounted in a trailer. Okay, it inspects is it perfectly constructed or not. Okay, and next, so second one is the array of 64 radar modules located beneath the trailer produces images of the insides of the bridge decks, inside bridge, whether any decks are present or not. It gives that information. And this one is image shows a suspect area where delimation in the concrete may have occurred. Okay, so these are the applications, and tunnel wall inspection also we are using, and mine inspection also we are using. In a mine inspections also we are using radar technology. And you know, here we have a some system locating underground pipes. In a locating underground pipes also we are using the radar technology. Here we are using, how we are locating these underground pipes using radar technology means we are using GPR data, where GPR is nothing but ground penetrating radar. I repeat, GPR is nothing but ground penetrating radar. We have several types of radars which are used to locate the underground pipes is GPR data. This GPR, ground penetrating radar, transmits signals here into the ground, underground. Okay, whenever that the signal is reflected back, it analyzes the data, and based on that data, these pipes are located underground. Okay, so these are the applications. Actually, we have remaining 5 minutes time for this meeting.